Are you thinking about making a move to High Point, North Carolina? Today I'm going to be taking you a tour of all things High Point. You're not going to want to miss it. My name is Meredith Parsons. I'm a realtor. I live here. I love it here. I want you to visit and hopefully love it here as much as I do. So like, subscribe, and turn on notifications because I don't want you to miss out on any of our adventures. Okay, you ready? Let's go. Today I'm going to be taking you on a tour of all things High Point. I'm going to first walk you around downtown, show you what it looks like. I'm going to go drive you past High Point University, then show you some local shops and what the main drag looks like. And then if you stick around to the end, I'm going to show you the two things that are pretty new to High Point, and you're going to want to check it out. So today I am in High Point, North Carolina. It is one of the three main cities that makes up the Triad. So you've got Greensboro, you've got High Point, smack dab in the middle, and then you have Winston-Salem. And so it is the smallest of the three cities that make up the Triad. It is about a population of 111,000. It's about 55 square miles. So it's by far the smallest by like almost a third. So it is a much smaller feel, and you can see behind me Showplace, which is what I'm going to lead into to tell you that High Point is the furniture capital of the world. So what makes this a little bit different than the other cities, let me turn around so I can show you. So right here you can see this building is a showroom. All these buildings around here are showrooms. What makes this downtown different than the other ones is you have a downtown, but it's not like a walking downtown like the other ones are. This one is all showrooms, all of them, like almost all the buildings downtown are showrooms. And so what happens is you've got the furniture market happens twice a year. And so you have between 70 and 80,000 people that come into town to showcase. You have them showcasing their furniture in all these showrooms and all these buildings, and then buyers come in. So you have a huge influx of people coming in, which is exciting and fun, but that happens twice a year in both April and October. So that's something that happens, but really the downtown area, it's just showrooms. So they're working on stuff right there. Let me span over so you can see more. I mean, you can see like the different people that come in. And you can go in, this is the IHFC building, one of the larger buildings, but all these here are just showrooms everywhere. Okay. In Kernersville or High Point or any of the other ones. That is a hotel right there. So that one's not a showroom, but all the rest of these are showrooms. So basically what happens is once it's over, all of it, there's not much down here, right? The good thing about High Point is that they do have a good public transportation. There is a train station down here, which can get you to Raleigh, it can get you to Charlotte, High Point, all the places that you would need to go close by, and they have a good bus system. There's no bike lanes here, but you can get around on the bus or the train. And I'm trying to get us down there so I can show you the train station. Another thing I can tell you about is High Point University takes up a big chunk of High Point. It is, for the size of the university, is huge, but there's not that many students there. So it's 430 acres of their campus, and there's like 4,600 students that go there. So it's not a huge influx of college kids, but I guess you could be an older college person. You don't have to be a kid. I just say that because I'm old, I guess. So that makes up a good chunk of this town. I'll drive you by that in a little bit. And I plan on showing you some of the shops and what the area looks like. And then if you can stick around to the end, you can see where High Point's growing. It's not just a dead town when Market leaves. They are really trying to build up and expand and make it more like Greensboro and Winston, because here there's not a ton of big shops. I think you're probably going to need to go to Greensboro or Winston for those bigger stores. Now they've got some great local boutique shops here. Should always support local, but I would say if you're gonna need to go to Winston, Haynes Mall is a fabulous mall with nice stores in it, and then we've got Friendly Center in Greensboro. So let me get you up to this train station. So yeah, it's a great town. I would say that because you've got all these things here, all the showrooms, you do stand a chance of getting a good deal on furniture if you can get. What happens is the stores around here will buy the furniture from the showrooms because they're like one-offs, and you may be able to get yourself a good deal. So we do have a lot of furniture stores around here where you can get a good deal. But here we go. Am I street off? No, I am not. It's like 80 degrees already. So yeah, here's the train station right here. It's really pretty. Everything's blooming. It's so pretty. But yeah, here's the train station right here. Okay, so I'm gonna go drive you around, show you what High Point University looks like, then drive you around the shops and see what that looks like. And if you stick around, I'm gonna show you the two things that they're building up here that one of them I'm excited for. I'm excited for the kids for it. So, okay, let's go. You have made it to the first stop of the two great things that are happening here in High Point. We are at the Nido and Mariana Children's Museum. They've been working on this for a while because COVID messed up everything, but this children's museum is absolutely fantastic. I mean, look at that. I mean, I wish they had this when my kids were little. But this is a pretty awesome facility. Look at all these things. They have an outdoor playground. This is a double-decker carousel. So yeah, they are totally building up High Point, and yeah, like look, learning about things. This is definitely a must-see and do here in High Point. I mean, how cool is that? Okay, one more stop. Okay, you have made it to the end of our journey today of checking out High Point. And so the last spot that we are stopping at is the Truist Point baseball field. So this is High Point, it's the High Point Rockers, and this has happened within the last couple of years. But they're really trying to build up downtown. Not where the showrooms are, but like right next to it. Downtown's not huge, it's not a huge city, but they're really trying to do it. I'm gonna drive you around, and actually we can drop it in here and show you a picture of what the area looks like, where they're ripping it down, putting in luxury living right next to my favorite restaurant in the world, the Dog House. I don't get hot dogs, I get a chili cheeseburger. Anyway, But they're really trying to build it up and make it feel more like Greensboro and Winston-Salem, both with able to have baseball, have events, and everything in close proximity. So let me just pan it. I'm not sure you're going to be able to see in there because there's a gate, but you can see the baseball fields and the deep back in there. I'm not that tall. You can't see anything, but I sure am grateful that you came around for the tour today, and I hope you got some little bits and nuggets. If you've got any questions, drop them in the comments below, and I look forward to seeing you next time on whatever our adventure is going to be. Thanks.